second kind of subjective happiness. He developed a sophisticated, humane program for becoming a happy person, and it remains valid to this day. Aristotle provides everything you need to avoid the realization of the dying protagonist of Tolstoy's The Death of Ivan Ilyich, 1886, that he has wasted much of his life scaling the social ladder and putting self-interest above compassion and community values, all the while married to a woman he dislikes. Facing his imminent death, he hates his closest family members, who won't even talk to him about it. Aristotelian ethics encompass everything modern thinkers associate with subjective happiness: self-realization, finding a meaning and the flow of creative involvement with life, or positive emotion. This book presents Aristotle's time-honored ethics in contemporary language. It applies Aristotle's lessons to several practical real-life challenges: decision-making, writing a job application, communicating in an interview, using Aristotle's chart of virtues and vices to analyze your own character, resisting temptation, and choosing friends and partners. Wherever you are in life, Aristotle's ideas can make you happier. Few philosophers, mystics, psychologists, or sociologists have ever done much more than restate his fundamental perceptions. But he stated them first, better, more clearly, and in a more holistic way than anyone subsequently. Each part of his prescription for being happy relates to a different phase of human life, but also intersects with all the others. Becoming subjectively happy as an individual, Aristotle insisted, is your unique and momentous responsibility. It is also a great gift. It is within most people's power, regardless of their circumstances, to decide to become happier. But understanding happiness as an internal, personal state is still ambiguous. What is happiness, then? Modern philosophers come at subjective happiness from three different directions. The first approach is connected with psychology and psychiatric medicine, and suggests that happiness is the opposite of depression, a private emotional state experienced as a continuous sequence of moods. It involves a positive, upbeat attitude. It could theoretically be enjoyed by someone without aspirations, who sat watching television all day, every day, but felt permanently in good spirits. This might be a matter of temperament, perhaps inherited. A cheerful disposition does seem to run in families. According to some Eastern philosophies, this emotional state can be cultivated by techniques like transcendental meditation. Western philosophers speculate it may even be related to naturally high levels of the chemical serotonin, the neurotransmitter many physicians and psychiatrists believe is crucial to the maintenance of mood balance, and that is deficient in depressed people. A buoyant disposition is enviable, but many of us are not born with it. Modern antidepressants, which can benefit people either in temporary grief in reaction to life events or suffering from endogenous persistent depression, mostly enhance the levels of serotonin. But is a cheerful outlook happiness? Can a life spent watching television qualify as happiness? Aristotle, for whom happiness required the fulfillment of human potentialities, would have said no. John F. Kennedy summed up Aristotelian happiness in a single sentence: "The full use of your powers along lines of excellence in a life affording scope." The second contemporary philosophical approach to subjective happiness is hedonism, the idea that happiness is defined by the total proportion of our lives we spend enjoying ourselves, experiencing pleasure, or feeling delight and ecstasy. Hedonism, the word comes from hedone, the ancient Greek word for pleasure, has ancient roots. The Indian school of philosophy, known as Charvaka, founded in the 6th century BCE, espoused the view that the enjoyment of heaven lies in eating delicious food, keeping company of young women, using fine